So I've got news! I went to Disneyland Paris. I had never been there before in my 25 years of existence. The big news is that I am, as I like to say, moving yet again to a new location yet again, because I did go to Disneyland for 5 days. It was an amazing time, and although I had never been, it felt like home, and it was incredible. And I knew that Ines was doing a learning program, so when I came back, I came back on a Monday, and that same Monday I emailed my CV to the webpage, to the Disneyland Paris webpage, and as it turns out, they had arranged an interview next day with me through Skype. And I thought that I was getting the job, that I was interviewing for the job for October next year, and mid-interview he told me, the interviewer told me that in fact I was interviewing for October this year, which means that next month I was interviewing for next month to go work at Disneyland for next month. And the thing is, I got the job. They emailed me my offer, I said yes, and I am going to work in Disneyland Paris. Holy shit! I'm still getting used to the idea. I'm still processing the whole thing, because I'm gonna go from not ever being there to working there for 9 months in a fixed contract. But anyway, this was not about me working there. This was supposed to be about me being there for 5 days, having the time of my life. It would have been a lot different if it weren't for Ines. Or, I never pronounce her name right, so I'm just pronouncing it the Spanish way. But technically it's not. But anyway, if it weren't for her, it wouldn't have been the same at all, because I was there with a cast member. She knew everything. She got me through queues without having to wait. She got me Mickey ears right at the airport. And I am incredibly grateful for that. And not only that, she knew me pretty well, which means that the minute we stepped foot into the park, she took me to meet Mickey. And I took pictures with him. And I was, the moments before going, I was dreading everything, because I thought it wouldn't be as good as I have built it in my head. And then when I got there and I saw Sleeping Beauty's castle and I saw Mickey Mouse, and I was thinking it's gonna be a man inside of a costume and it's not gonna be good enough. Then I saw Mickey there, and he opened his arms when he saw me running towards him, and he hugged me for like 5 minutes and wouldn't let go, and we took tons of pictures, and it was as good as I always hoped it would be. And then I met Peter Pan along the days, and he was great too.
Who's with me? Hello!
Hi!
Wendy!
Jesus from Neverland! Yay!
Yes. You guys are gonna be with me on YouTube.
Hi YouTube!
Hi YouTube!
Wendy got really jealous, and it all felt so real. I could go inside Skull Rock. Holy shit, people! Look at this! I'm inside Skull Rock! And see it from the outside, and see the ship, Captain Hook's ship.
I wish I could say to my 8-year-old self that I was gonna be here someday. That I would have cried a lot. Peter Pan has been a big part of my childhood, and being here. In all honesty, I thought I wasn't gonna be this excited, and look at me. It's like living in a fairy tale. And Maleficent is sleeping in the dungeons, and there's so much stuff, and there's then the Frozen sing-along, and you get to sing your heart out. And all the shows that there are on the studios, and the Tower of Terror, which I've been a big fan of since I was a kid, and the Manor. Oh, look at that. And the Phantom Manor. I've done it so many times. It's my favorite attraction now. And yeah, I mean, I never thought it was going to be this good. And that is mainly the reason why I applied as soon as I got here, because I figured if it was the happiest place on earth, who wouldn't want to work in the happiest place on earth? And maybe somebody wouldn't, but I've been raised on Disney since I was very, very small. Watched Peter Pan so many times, and that I know the actual words to the whole thing even to this day. And maybe somebody else wouldn't be as excited as I am, but Disney has always been a big part of my life, and being able to act as a kid in there and see kids as well being so happy. I mean, I'm not sure how that's gonna go, and it's same as I did with the au pair job. I will probably record the whole thing and put it out there so people can know what it's going to be. But it is quite, oh my god, knowing that I'm gonna live in France, which I've never seen myself doing. And in fact, 2 weeks ago I never had even touched France, the ground, and now I'm going to live there, and I don't know any French. I'll keep you posted, and I'm gonna try and mix all the stuff that I've seen and recorded while I was in Disney and try to make a coherent video out of it, but no promises. Thank you all for following me this far, and let's see where Disneyland takes us. Goodbye.
Here they are! The goddess that made the magic possible.